YouTube, what is good, y'all boys? It's your boy Risk Taker, y'all. I am back with another talk video. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Risk Taker, man, and I make these little talk videos. Thank you for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. Before I even start, I'm gonna just ask one favor, y'all. Just one favor, y'all. Let me know in the comments down below what you learned in this video. These videos are very informational, filled with a lot of different information about a lot of different topics, a lot of different things, and I do a lot of research and a lot of different things to put into these videos so people can kind of use these ideas and things like that. And I also talk about a lot of experiences as well that I have been through myself, and things like that where I've learned from, and I'm still learning from as to this day. As you could probably tell already, I am a young man. I'm not some this dude with all this life experience, but what I do have is a lot of willpower and a lot of just dedication to bettering my life, and sharing this with y'all is my way of kind of, I guess, just putting this out to the world of my journey. I think that it's important to document your journey, and whatever it is that you're doing, have some type of way, some type of thing to talk to, things like that. But let's get this video started, man. I don't have too much else to say. Topic of today's video is it is possible. That is the topic, and kind of a two-part topic because delusional as well. Delusionalness and possibilities, and your possibilities. Now, when you look at life and you look at certain things that you can achieve, certain things that you need to achieve, you got to kind of look at life in this way. Like, okay, I want to do this with my life. I know that, to do this, I have to first, before you want to do anything in your life, let's say you want to start up your business or career, you have to first believe that it is possible. And this is the first step. A lot of people, they struggle on this first step. I struggled on this first step for a while, just saying to myself that this is possible. Like, when you look at the things that you want to do, and you kind of look at like other people like who have done these things, you're like, man, I'll never get to this point. Like, it looks so like just impossible, just because of you see what's going on now, you know what I mean, and you don't really see the process that they went through. And it's a similar process, man. Once you get started, you will start to slowly realize oh, everything that this person has spoken about or told us about, this is true. Like, this is the process, right? And the process, I mean, of just grinding, that is the process I'm speaking on. Like, the grinding process is a tough process, because when you are grinding, there's moments where you just want to quit, you just want to stop, because it's just getting to that point to where you don't feel like physically keep on going, right? And in this time, understanding and realize that you have to realize that you are not the only person that has been through this process. Millions of people have been through this process already, and they made it and they just persevered. But it's going to take you wanting to persevere in order for this to happen. Now, the first thing is going to be believing in this. Like I said, right, you have to kind of just believe in this delusion already. And what I mean by believing this delusion is people will think that you're delusional when you're starting up that thing. Like, this will never work, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way he'll be able to do this. He's just for example, like, he's too young, he's this, you know what I mean, he's that, he won't be able to do it. People have just things that people will just have critiques and things. Everybody has something to say, right? When you're doing something, when you're starting something, everyone's gonna have something to say, and that's just life. You feel me? Just everyone's always gonna have something to say, whether you're doing something good, bad, whether you're doing whether you're succeeding, losing. Someone's always going to have something to say, and you just have to, I guess, tune these things out and believe in yourself and understand that this is the process, and you have to believe and trust in the process in order for this to work. If you don't believe that it will work, that is the first thing, the first step, believing that it will work. That's the first step, just believing, you know what I mean? That's the first thing you have to do. And you can make it happen. You just have to just keep believing in that dream. Even when you'll have moments when it literally doesn't even look possible anymore. You're just like, man, I put in so much work and I'm still not seeing the results that I want to see. But you have to still continuously believe and just keep on believing, you know? When you do believe that it is possible, okay, so now that's the first step, right? You got it. You believe that it's possible. But the next thing is, yes, you believe that it's possible, but the next thing is, yes, you believe that it's possible, but the next thing is, do you really believe that it's possible? Kind of is what I mean. Like, you'll be tested on this, right? And these are these moments that I'm speaking on, that I have, like, just spoken on, like, these moments of where it starts to just feel like it's not possible. And people that keep on going and keep on just saying, yeah, it is possible. Like, even though, you know, I have told myself this before, I put in the work, I'm grinding. Now I'm presented with a moment of where I'm not feeling like it's possible. But in order to really achieve that, to achieve what you want to achieve and just keep like growing and learning and things like that, you have to tell yourself, okay, I feel like this, but I know that it really is possible. And it is possible. You know, I could really vouch and say, like, you can really like start something crazy and really like do a lot of things you want to do just with a lot of effort, consistency, a lot of just dedication, man, and just you just gotta keep going. And you could start, you know what I mean? You could start this and you could just start it up and it'll be great, but it's the ones that keep going, you know what I mean? These are the ones that stick out. These are the people that you will really see shine, the ones that just keep going. And yeah, everybody gets to that point to where they start, you know, they see a little bit of success. They're like, all right, this is good. But it's the ones that just keep on going and keep on going and keep on going and keep on going. These are the ones that you will see reach that top level and reach the points of where they want to get to, you know? And everybody always talks about how they want this, or, you know, their dreams are this, they want to do that, they this and that. But when they're, like I said, like when you are faced with this test of, do you really believe, like, do you really want this? When you are faced with that question, do you really want this? Like, and you have to like really look at yourself and like, do you really want this? You know? And bro, I could just like, I haven't done, like, I always say, like, I haven't done anything yet. You know, I always say that to myself, like, and that honestly is just the truth. Like, I really haven't. You know, there's people who have put in like years into this. I have been, you know what I mean? But truth be told, like, that question has really came up like in my life. Just me asking myself, like, okay, with YouTube, do I really want this? And the answer was always yes. No, you know, maybe now or maybe later. The answer was never maybe later. I wanted a little bit. It's always yes, I want this, like, now. You feel me? And this is why you will see what you see. You know, this is why I will just continuously do this every day and put in my all to this every day, because truth is, I want it now. And there's nothing else more that I want in this life than to be able to share, you know, my journey, and to be able to speak with people and help people and relate to people, and, you know, kind of have that voice on the internet. There's nothing more that I want, you know, and that's it. You feel me? I don't really want to do much else but that. And truth be told, I just like working as well. If I'm presented with work, I'ma always just put in those hours. If you say to me, like, you know, you gotta work, you know what I mean? If you say to me, you gotta work like 8 hours at this, and, you know, you'll see a little bit of success in this, I'll put in, you know, I'll put in 10 hours. I'll put in 11 hours, because I truthfully just like to work. I like to really just go hard. And I'll go hard for all of those hours, you feel me? Each hour. But you kind of have to be like that. You have to like to work. You know, you have to like to put in the grind and the effort, because if you can't put in the grind and the effort, if you like, you know, you get tired or whatever the case may be, you might just say like, man, I don't really want to work today, or nah, man, you got to continuously work. Now, one way to show that you truly do believe that this is possible, or you truly do believe what you are doing is working, the only way that you will really like truthfully believe this is to have a positive mindset. And I have to think about this each and every day. Like, okay, I know what I am doing right now is I am not seeing the success necessarily that I want to see, because this thing takes time, but I believe in the process. I trust in the process, and I know that eventually I will make my way there. I will get there eventually. One way or another, I will get there. You have to tell yourself this, bro. And people they don't, and for some reason, like, I always hear it, I always, like, just kind of say, like, where you get to those moments where you're stuck and you just say, like, man, for some reason, I will just have these negative thoughts cross my mind, and I'm sure other people have this as well, where you just are just like, man, like, this is going wrong because I'm not trying hard enough, or like, I'm not seeing what I want to see, the success that I want to see, because I'm not putting in enough work. And these are negative thoughts and positive thoughts, because it will make you go harder if you're that type of person where you want to just challenge your mind all the time. For me, I am that type of person where if I'm having these thoughts, instead of just like pushing them away, or just saying, you know, I am doing another, I'll just go hard. I'll go harder. Um, but that could be a bad, because that makes you really hard on yourself, you know, and sometimes you might go too hard, you feel me? But that just is what it is, you know, you just gotta deal with it. But one thing I will say for sure, um, the negative thoughts will not stop. And I've learned this because the more success that you see is kind of just the more just thoughts that just cross your mind of like, okay, like I'm still not seeing like you feel me? You'll never kind of be satisfied. You have to just kind of just, I guess, be happy with where you are, but it's tough to just be happy with where you are when you always want more, right? And to always want more is a great thing, because that will make you truthfully go harder. And to go harder is also a great thing, because you'll be putting in more work. But like I said, you don't want to get to that point to where you're putting too much in to one thing and you're not focusing too much on the other things as well. You know, you have to have balance with what you do. Yes, put your all into this, but balance is extremely important as well. And by giving your all to this thing, obviously, I mean the grind, right? I mean the the goal that you are attacking, you know, the thing that you are trying to reach each and every day. And by giving your all, this is extreme dedication each and every day. And I don't mean like I always say, it's each and every day, because it is a very difficult, long process. And attacking it every single day is that important part. Just each and every day, because you will get these new advancements each and every day. And, you know, it's tough because there's going to be some days, of course, like I just said, uh, it's tough because there's going to be some days where you don't believe. And in these days, for me, it's very difficult to it's kind of just, I'll always just keep on going, and always just try to, because in these times, the thoughts that are crossing your mind is, should I keep going right now? Should I, you know, stop? Should I just wait for like another time to do this? Should I keep going? And out? And the answer always for me has been no. You gotta attack it today, because I truthfully believe that honestly, if there's time in the day, if you are awake, attacking that today is very important. And I believe it's just because I understand and realize that you might not have tomorrow. And that's always the tough part, right? Just saying I might just wait till tomorrow. Maybe I'm too tired to do it today, but maybe you want to space it out. But just trying to attack that in that day is going to be very, very helpful, in order to see like extreme level like of just truthfully faith, because once you are attacking this every day, you can like go to bed at night and be like, okay, at least I gave it my all. So maybe I don't believe, or maybe not, maybe I don't, maybe I'm having some doubts, but at least I know that I'm giving this my all, and those doubts will kind of dissipate the harder that you go and the harder that you truthfully work, because like I always say, God is always watching. He sees this effort that is going in. The universe feels this effort, this energy that you are putting in, and you will be rewarded for that. But in order to really like maximize that energy, and this is like another thing as well, is just working overtime as well. This is something that is very slept on and people don't really talk about. It's overtime work. Okay, yeah, you worked, the 8 hours, but what about, what about 11? What about 12? This is like crazy. Just you are getting to the point to where, this shit is just kind of consuming your life. And again, that comes with that delusion. Yeah, one of the last things I'm gonna say before I like wrap this one up completely and let y'all go is create that kind of mindset to a kind of mindset that just never fails you, to where you just are always just okay, this is something that is going to take some time, and let me not think negatively about where I am right now, and let me not think about like, this tough situation right now. Let me utilize what I can and get out of this situation, right? Because if you are just constantly thinking on how stuck you are or what things are looking like right now and shit like that, if this is just all you're thinking about, this is what you'll stay at. You have to feed the energy of your success. Do not feed past negative bad energy. Do not feed energy of things that you are already doing. In a way, just feed the energy of things that you want to be doing. Feed that, feed into that and tap into that mindset, right? And because you don't want to, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna continue to get stuck in this place of where you're at, and you're not gonna, just reach that top, reach like the next level, not the top level, the next level. It's just feeding the energy to reach the next level, right? And you have to just tap into this place of where I am right now. I know where I am right now. And okay, I'm trying to get here. So let me feed that energy. Let me do things to get there. Instead of just, I'm here right now. Let me just continuously just stay here and just keep doing what I'm doing to stay here, right? Um, so what I kind of mean, so let me like break this down. Um, if you're gonna be working on this, just trust in the process. Let the process, man, let the process do what it does. You feel me? You can't rush things. You can't like fast forward the process. You just gotta go through it. And people always say enjoy it, but truthfully, just gotta keep working, keep grinding, keep crunching away, man. It's gonna be moments where you don't enjoy it. And I always hear people say, man, enjoy the process, man, enjoy the process. Yes, very true. Have some joy, but it's gonna be moments when there's no joy. It's gonna be moments when it's tough. I'm gonna keep it real, and that's what I'm gonna do on this channel. And that's what I'm gonna do on this channel, man. I'm gonna keep it real, so it's obviously moments in the process where there's no enjoyment, and you have to just push through it and keep grinding and keep going, And it's you obviously just gonna feel that just man, I just feel negative, and I just don't know why. Whatever the case may be, something could be happening in your life, whatever the case may be, but continuously go and don't give it up. Don't stop going, keep going. But yeah, man, make your own enjoyment out of this. Make your own just work and grind out of this. Make your own process. You feel me? Do whatever it is that you got to do to make this shit just last and feel at least decent. it is what it is. Life is work, life is grind, life is labor, life is things you don't want to do as a man. But as a man, things you don't want to do are things that are the most important things, these are the most meaningful things, man. Just put in that effort and that work, and it'll be all right, man. Truth be told, I understand that, in tough moments where things, when you could still be putting in that work and you're still, and the shit is just still tough for you, that doesn't matter. You gotta just keep on going, because these moments are truthfully what's gonna bring the most success. It's where you're gonna see the most progress. It's where you're gonna create the best out of what you want to do, man. But other than that, man, I'm gonna wrap it up in this one. It's your boy Risk Taker. I appreciate y'all watching. See you on the next bit, man. I'm out of here. Yes, sir.